From the Multimedia Studios located on the campus at Marshfield High School, KMHS Radio 91.3 FM, along with our sister station, 1420 AM, and now proud to present KMHS Television Online. This is your daily announcements.
Good afternoon, Pirates. It's Monday. I'm James.
And I'm Phoebe.
Today is the 20th day of October, and we're on a regular schedule for the day. This is a normal week as far as schedules go.
Good afternoon, James. Good afternoon, everyone. We want to begin with a special report by KMHS reporter Sabra Strain. As many know, this is the final year for our marvelous manufacturing teacher, Mr. Hull. Sabra went down to the shop and caught up with Mr. Hull. Sabra?
Hi, I'm here with Mr. Hull, and he's retiring. I have two questions for you. What do you plan to do after you retire, and have you enjoyed teaching here at Marshfield?
Well, those are two very good questions. What am I going to do after I retire? Well, besides restoring my antique motorcycles and steam engines, you mean? No. You know, when I first got into teaching, a person asked me, I didn't like the job I was doing too much. And a person said to me, well, what do you do after work? And I said, well, I fix the neighbors' cars, and I weld up projects, and I do some woodworking, and I got a little machine shop. He says, well, that's what you really enjoy doing then, because you're doing it on your own time. He says, why don't you be a shop teacher and get paid for it? I hadn't even crossed my mind. Up until that point, I was 28 years old. So I went back to school, 4 years of college, got to be a shop teacher. So kind of the same thing as now that I'm going to retire. Like, what are you going to do when you retire? Well, what do I do after work? I go home, work in my shop. So, I mean, I'm still doing the same thing, so I'm just going to have more time to work in my shop, I guess. But the second part of your question, did I enjoy my time in Marshfield? I'd say that everybody makes bad decisions in their life, and you don't want to dwell on those. Hopefully, the bad decisions I've made, I've learned from and become a better person. But probably one of the best decisions I ever made in my life was becoming a teacher, because this career of 31 years has been fantastic.
You heard it from Mr. Hull. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much for that report, Sabra. We all wish Mr. Hull the very best on his retirement.
Picture retakes are scheduled for the morning of October 27th. Students who did not come through registration can get their student ID cards on Picture Retake Day. Order forms are available in the main office.
It's time now that we take you over to the KMHS Sports Center with our talented sports host, Cassidy Cantrell. Cassidy, please let us know what is happening this week in sports.
Thanks, Phoebe. Today after school, our talented 8th grade football team is traveling to Cottage Grove for a 6 p.m. game against the Lions. Our best to them. Also today, the JV and varsity volleyball teams are away with a scheduled change on the road to Brookings. We wish these ladies the very best. You can listen to the varsity game on our sister station, KMHS 1420 AM, with Matt Jarvis calling all the action. Tomorrow, our talented boys and girls soccer teams will be playing matches against Douglas over in Winston. We hope they dominate. Then to wrap up action tomorrow, the girls volleyball teams play their final regular season matches against Douglas over in Winston. Congratulations to the ladies on a very successful year. That's it for sports. Our very best to all the competitors. Back to Phoebe in the newsroom.
There will be a student council meeting tomorrow, October 21st, during lunch in the library. KMHS has again been asked to remind you about the after-game dance, which will be held on Friday, October 24th from 9 to 11:30 p.m. 9:30 to 11 p.m., following the Marshfield North Bend Civil War football game, which is at 7 p.m. at Marshfield's Pete Sussex Stadium. The dance will take place in the Harding Multi Room, and students are asked to enter through the front of the building off of 7th Street. The cost will be $5 and student ID is required. All Marshfield Harding Learning Center and North Bend High School students are welcome to attend. The dance will be chaperoned by MHS staff and is sponsored by the Marshfield Times newspaper staff. Contact Mrs. Hampton in room 146 for more information.
Since it's so important that we must tell you this, picture retakes are scheduled for the morning of October 27th. Students who did not come through registration can get their student ID cards on Picture Retake Day. Order forms are available in the main office. In other news, Phoebe's shirt can eat people. Thank you so much for watching the daily announcements. For Phoebe, Cassidy, Sam, Ryan, Cody, Bonsai, Muncie up there, I'm James. Have a great week, everyone.